Yo, you're listening to Dudes at 4 a.m. brought to you by 3 dudes who are face planted in some pillows right now.
You know I'm not the little boy that I used to be. I'm all grown up now, baby, can't you see? Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom.
So, it's the third episode of Dudes at 4 a.m., right? And if you're wondering why I'm doing the intro instead of Erin, because he was kind of face planted into his carpet. In his carpet, actually, because we're down here at UVA. So, what's up, guys? It's me, Brian, and we got our other guy, Alex.
Hey.
And then there's Erin.
What's up? Face planted in pillows.
Well, not face planted. He's got half his face up. You know, he's got his face up to do Dudes at 4 a.m.
I mean, face planted is, well, I feel like it'd be a step up from his current fetal position, you know.
It used to be the whole face, but now since we have to talk now, I guess I'll come up every now and then.
He's gracing us with his presence.
Yeah, I mean, even though we drove down here to UVA,
For him.
yo, and I am tired as a mug, but here we are, Dudes at 4 a.m., and we are here for you guys. But I'm going to give you a quick overview of what we're going to talk about today. Probably about being a nice guy and things like taking the call, going the extra mile at random hours of the night. But we're going to go over we're going to take care of some laundry real quick. Erin?
Oh, okay. Well,
We have fans.
We do have fans, and I think we learned recently, and we wanted to make a quick shout out to I want to make a quick shout out to Adrian, who apparently is one of our true fans who's been listening to the podcast, which I did not know until recently. Completely surprised me. So
since episode 1, that's a big deal. Shout out to Adrian.
Definitely.
I'm a big fan.
Definitely.
I'm a big fan of you.
You might not remember tonight, but
you probably do not remember.
Thank you.
We remember you.
I think, I don't know, you wanted a really specific shout out. I forget what it was, but it's like to Adrian, the funnest party girl at UVA or something, but maybe that doesn't sound good. But shout outs to you, Adrian.
Thank you.
All right.
Who else?
We also have a second shout out to a close friend of ours, Tien. A really strong listener. We've known him way back.
Yeah.
We do go way back, yeah.
Definitely listens for the Marvel, but he's there as a friend. Shout outs to him. He's got he's got his band thing going on, and when he comes out with a song or an album, we'll be happy to make shameless plugs for him.
Yeah, of course. Possibly feature him on the show. It'd be nice.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
Could be a guest star at some point.
Have a live performance.
You get a little bit of music input here.
I want to say sorry to my friend Tori. I don't know if she's ever really going to listen to this, but I'll tell her to listen to it sometime because I couldn't take her to the airport tomorrow because I'm down here in UVA. Yeah.
And that brings us to our current topic for today. Dudes taking the call for the friends. To going that extra mile, no matter what, through thick and thin, hurricane or tornado, going that extra mile for your friends.
Or earthquake. Now
earthquake, correct.
Oh, yeah, yes. The earthquake. Had an earthquake on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What's this? Hold on, we have some breaking news.
Before we get into the deep stuff, so for those of you who listened to the last podcast, we talked about celebrity crushes and all. I conveniently was not able to come up with a new celebrity crush since my girl Emma Watson is taken now. But I mean, it was obvious. I don't know why I didn't think about it before. It's obvious. You know how Alex, right? You suggested Blake Lively. See, the problem with that was I feel like I've known Emma Watson so much longer.
That's what I was saying.
Well, and Blake Lively is like a new acquaintance. But if I want to replace Emma Watson, another girl I've known pretty long and that's viable, Taylor Swift.
Oh,
let's go. Get out my level. That's there we go. For now, that's how it is.
Okay, yeah, you can like T Swizzle, but see, Alex here has a problem because he's a huge Kanye West fan.
It's about to get heated, guys. The dudes are about to get heated.
Flag me if you will, but I agreed with his statement. I didn't agree with how he went around doing it.
Okay.
Oh man,
but there was just a lot better candidates. I agreed with Mr. West, and I'm sorry, Internet. But
He's the only
still
one
a
left.
straight douchebag.
he was a straight douchebag.
Because that was straight.
You can't. Yeah, taking away that moment was possibly the worst thing I've ever seen.
That was straight
on
LeBron
MTV.
James.
It
Like, I don't
was,
care if
it
you go to
was.
Miami, but you got to tell people. You got to tell the world about that.
That was just the worst moment I've seen on MTV since Jersey Shore aired. And I'm a fan of Jersey Shore.
I'm not even
But-
sure what really Alex means by that. But
It's
okay.
It's the best and worst thing to happen to MTV.
Hey, but anyway, my girl
T-Swizzle.
T-Swift, okay?
I feel it.
Respect her.
I respect.
All right.
I don't have beef with her. I just agreed with the statement.
So, fair enough. Fair enough.
Team Swizzle.
And I mean,
Swizzle.
like personally, I mean, a girl can sing like that's like heart melting. So I feel like I've got a good replacement.
I like it. We'll see where this goes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
She's
Okay.
gone through a werewolf. I think she can hop on your level.
All right, sounds good. All right, let's get to the real stuff. Let's get to this. What we got going?
We are,
Well, I don't know. Are we going to talk about taking the call or being a nice dude? I don't know. What do you guys want to get on first?
we're going to start off with saying we are not just self-imposed nice guys. We're not just, oh yeah, we're the nicest guys. We're not introduced like that.
Oh,
We're
yeah, that's me.
just people.
I don't think I'm nice.
Like-
I don't really know what I am.
We're not
well,
self-imposed, but we
Erin's a
do
troll.
take that call.
But I mean, it relates to like today because you guys came down here. I mean, I guess we planned this for a while, but still, you guys came down here to troll with me for the weekend, and that was a pretty it's late, right? You guys came late.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was I've been working about 50 plus hours a week, and I had to get off right before school started. So these days, I made sure like a week ago we're free to go visit Erin down at
Yeah.
UVA, and Brian was also had plans, which is a reference to his apology earlier today or earlier in the podcast. But basically, we made the time, took the effort, drove all the way down here from Nova to Charlottesville, and
It's bromance,
Erin.
man. It's
For
bromance.
bromance.
It's bromance.
I don't know how many of you guys would do that. Just go there for your friend,
Yeah.
keep him company during a hurricane, lying on the floor, chilling.
Chilling, talking about life and the women and everything.
And the craziness that has happened tonight is well worth a night's worth of talking.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
we're
It's not going to
talk
all fit in
about
this.
that.
It's not going to fit in this podcast, though.
No, we're just not going to talk about that though.
Fine.
Gonna get around.
But this is not the first time you guys came to
Right.
Charlottesville this summer.
Right.
Oh well,
Right.
You're right.
Because so last time we were back in July, I think I had to come down here for a meeting. I mean, we're all in Nova. I had to come down here for a meeting, and I needed a ride, and so I called my boy Brian, and then he said sure, and then we found out to ask other people if they wanted to come, and Alex wanted to come, and the three of us. What time did we leave? Like midnight
We left, probably midnight
on a Friday, right?
on a Friday.
That was crazy.
That was a crazy road trip.
It was fun though. It was
And
fun.
This is crazy.
you didn't have an apartment at the time.
No, I did not.
So,
I know I did not.
where
I
else-
could not move in yet.
Where else do we sleep but in Brian's
car. In Brian's.
Yo, and we were
RAV4.
at that IHOP, and that waitress didn't want to give me hot sauce.
Oh yeah, we went to IHOP. So we came here, went to IHOP first, got something to eat at
very
2 a.m. Yeah.
Those munchies, man.
Yep.
Okay, seriously.
And then
Fueling these podcasts.
I guess that's where it all started. Yeah, our desire to stay up late
Yeah.
and talk. Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause-
that is kind of the birth of Dudes at 4 a.m. because you talked about the podcast.
I did. Yeah.
The podcast.
That road trip, I mentioned we
you
should
you were
start
very
something.
excited.
I
And I was
was,
like,
yeah.
I just got the tools to make it happen.
It's true.
Took
But
over.
again, that's more of the bromance thing. Like I knew I could count on these guys to give me like a last minute ride, and it all worked out. I mean, we had a nice like day trip. We got to eat some good Little John's food.
Little John.
And
Shout out to Little John.
Shout out to Little
Shout out to
John's.
Little John.
No joke.
Making ranch hands. Ranch hands are the reason I
Yeah.
come down to UVA. That and Erin, kind of. But the ranch hands.
And I'm okay with that. Like the ranch hand is a freaking masterpiece.
place.
Yeah.
Should be
Yo.
there should be twice as many Little Johns as there
Yo,
are
if there was
McDonald's.
a Little John's close to my house, I would be there every day, and it would be bad because that place is 24 hours. I would
Gaining
be
poundage.
super fat. Like, shit, isn't it?
But man, yeah, I mean that's it's good. I mean, it's good to have like to have that thing, people to count on, and for it to all work out at the end. I mean, that's taking the call, I mean, and that's literal. That time was literal. Like I called, like I called late at night and said, "Yo, I need a ride." Like,
because people procrastinate, and we have to make that call.
Yeah,
last ditch effort.
I mean, it's you got to get to places. You got to rely on somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, what else? I mean, I guess it doesn't always have to be guys either. I mean, it doesn't always have to be bromance. You can do.
It can happen with the girls, but it feel like it takes a little bit longer build up.
Yeah.
They're always going to assume the worst, and all you guys trying to do is trying to get it right.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Yeah. I mean, well, the thing is talking about taking this call, and when we refer to taking the call, it's the bros that you're always there for, but it's also the girls that are your friends or just people who are important in your life. Like, I have a story about a friend who called me at like 1 a.m. and she was totally crying her eyes out, and I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know what she was saying, and I couldn't tell at all, but I just heard tears and like sobbing, so I was like, okay, I'll be over there in like 5-10 minutes or whatever, and I drove over there, and she was sitting out on her doorstep just crying her eyes out, and I had stayed with her for like 2 to 3 hours, and it sounds like I'm boasting about this story, but it's really not. Like, it's just, I'm just saying, like, sometimes you just man up and you take the call and you go. You just do it.
I mean, that's like, for me, that's what life is about. It's like being able to like just be there, for people. That's what like drives me, like that being there for other people and like being able just to know you made a difference, even for like one night.
Right.
To know you made a difference in someone else's life. It could mean
the world.
Yeah, because you never know, It's a good feeling. Like that's my favorite feeling is like to hear a thank you or to hear like someone is better off after you were able to help them.
It's like to the world you are one person, but to one person you could be that world. As cliche as that sounds.
Oh damn! He brought out
the words of wisdom. Shout out to my man Swoozy for that one.
But I mean, yeah, you hear that all the time. I mean, it's true though. It's true. It's only true.
I mean, I've taken that call. And I have a story similar to Brian's, but I'm not about to repeat a story here. But
man, that joint was whack.
No, I went out that extra call for an employer of mine who has been the best boss I've ever had in my life. But I had to take that call because, like, my boss has treated me like family, so it's been one of those relationships. So what happened was my boss was getting hammered down by the big boss because we had garbage in front of our store and needs to be taken to a dump, but it's all furniture. So it had to fit in a truck, and someone had to do it, and it just happened to be raining. It just happened to be me, and I just happened to have a sledgehammer. So what I do, I get rid of all that trash, break it down over 1 ton of stuff, a literal ton, load it in a truck, drive it out 30 minutes to the landfill, and dump it for this boss of mine.
That's just manning up right there.
I don't hesitate. Not just because I'm employed there, but like, how many people would do that?
Yeah, man.
Like,
I know.
Just go out ready to do anything, all physical types of labor, get the hands dirty, maybe some blood comes out of it. I don't know.
Exactly.
But it's like for that satisfaction. Just I can't like just not help someone.
Right.
It's just too much regret, and like it's like if you didn't help that someone, what else would you do?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
why wouldn't you?
Right, exactly. That's what I always ask myself. Like, why would you not help? Like, why would you not help that person, or why would you not like make a difference? Like, do something about that. Something
like this person cares for you so much. Why wouldn't you
exactly.
put your heart out into anything to do for them?
Yo, shout out to having a conscience, guys.
Yeah, seriously.
Because
that's what makes the world turn,
sometimes people don't, and it gets real scary.
That's what makes the world turn.
Yo, Tien and Adrian, this is your fault for making me do shout outs. Because, like, now I'm just going to give shout outs.
Shout outs all the time. Shout outs all the time. Yeah. That'll be a new thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what's fun, too, is, like, even, like, taking the call, but, like, on your own. Like even though you don't get a little call, like, knowing someone's in trouble and then taking your own initiative to go to them and help them out.
Of course, nobody's telling you to overextend your boundaries.
Oh yeah, of course,
but,
right.
There are times when you know that somebody needs your help.
Then and you don't even need a call.
Spring into action.
Don't misunderstand.
You don't require the bat signal to put on the cape.
Exactly.
Right.
Batman always knows when.
Batman knows the signal.
Yeah.
But don't misunderstand the advice. If guys are coming in here for lady advice and you're trying to go the extra mile to give this girl a Hershey chocolate bar, don't get it twisted. Flirting with the girl and going the extra mile for a friend is very, very different.
That's different.
So tread lightly.
Yo,
Yes, please.
let's not talk about girls and Hershey chocolate bars because that's I don't know.
I wasn't being specific. Is that a real story?
Yo, are you trolling me right now?
I'm not.
Is this man trolling?
I think so. I sense it.
I was thinking about this chocolate bar the size of a thumb.
This
you know?
man is trolling me right now. Okay, Alex.
Who wrote this script?
Mm.
Who wrote this script?
Wait, we have a script? I didn't read that shit. Wait, what?
You didn't get the email?
Okay,
Yo,
guys, chill out.
I start... Okay, I see how it is.
Relate to the meeting.
But yeah.
Going that extra mile.
Yeah. What are the calls? I mean, what are the calls?
What other calls?
I've had friends guy friends who have dealt with pretty serious breakups, not necessarily you two.
Okay, that's another popular one.
Yes.
Helping out.
Because some of them are just too stubborn to ask for help, but you can see it.
Exactly.
If you can't sense it, it's a thing you build up over time. It's not like immediate or...
And that's a guy thing. Like, a lot of guys want to keep it in, but, and then it's up to, like, your bros to, like, figure out, like, this someone needs help,
Yeah. Like, you can be as strong as you want, but everyone's got to talk about it sometime.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah. There's no disagreement on that part. People go through breakups and it's really tough. That stuff happens.
Yeah.
If you're talking about specific stories, though, we've all done it. I'm sure. I don't know what specific stories you would look for.
It's hard to pick out specific things because they're a lot of them are like small. A lot of them are small but mean a lot.
Yeah.
But
they can all be pretty similar. To an extent, but the history behind them makes them more worthwhile.
Right.
Like taking the call seems like a small gesture, but on top of a really long relationship or a long problem with a relationship, it can seem really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for my dude Tien that we gave a shout out to earlier, back in high school he had this girlfriend that was crazy. And he was telling me about it. And there was this one that we were talking at like 3 or 4 a.m. or something. It was a school night.
Oof.
That jank was jacked up. And we were talking for a long time. And it doesn't seem like a big deal, but I value my sleep.
Yeah. Yep. True that.
But,
it's weird. Isn't that weird? It's always the call always happens like past midnight.
Yeah.
Isn't
that weird? Isn't that weird?
Yes, it's always weird.
It's like the perfect time to have like a talk,
Definitely happy to help my dude out at the time, though.
Yeah, that's good.
Anytime.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
Back in high school too. I gave Brian here a call to help me get into my relationship. So that's another example too, man.
I mean, yeah, that's being the wingman though. That's helping a bro out. Yeah.
So that's another example. That's another alternative. That's another variety of it, I guess.
Yo, just because I was a wingman one time does not mean in any shape or form I'm a ladies' man. Just sliding that in.
It just happened that signal just had wings on it.
Disclaimer.
Took the call.
I gotta put that in.
Disclaimer: not a wingman, not a ladies' man, not into colored hair.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean,
taking the call is just really. You would think it just could be built around just best friends, but it could happen with someone you just meet.
Oh yeah, I always tell them I always feel like you don't need to know anyone if you want to help them out. It's like it's all about people are really paranoid. Like you try not to trust people like random people, but like what how does that progress like the world? You gotta be able to have some sort of trust to people you meet on the street to be able to make the world a better place.
Right. Like some people have jobs where they have to see the worst in people, and then that reflects in all their views.
Yeah.
And so they're unwilling to help. But I understand you might not want to go to someone who's looking like a criminal about to mug you or something. But if you're helping someone general out, if they need a problem, see someone fall on the road or something like that, or someone down their luck, you might want to help them out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it could change their lives. Because not many people want to help each other these days. Everyone's all.
I know. We see it every day. Man.
Yeah, you see it every day. People walk past, a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm not a hypocrite. Sometimes I've walked past people too, because sometimes I don't have the means to help them. But like sometimes you just gotta go and help them.
And that's like getting to a bigger issue. You know, it's like you're just helping people in general. Like, I mean, taking the call is like a specific thing, but now that's getting into like just people cooperating in general.
Taking the call for life.
Yeah, seriously.
That's a whole thing where trying to make the world a better place.
Yes.
You know,
That's deep
we
stuff.
here at the lab. You know, we trying to do that, but
Every day we work hard. We stay up late. I mean, before we start our podcast at 4, I mean, we're working in the lab, like trying to solve problems.
When we're not doing volunteer work.
Yeah, exactly.
that's just you know, we're gonna put in a small after school lesson after every podcast.
Right.
The more you know.
The more you know. No, but yeah, taking the call is it's a big thing, and it's just it's the little things for a lot of friends.
Yeah, amen.
But
it builds on like the best of friendships because it shows that chemistry because you really don't know how people are until like everyone backs out. Like if you have the people you have on moving day, true friends,
True colors,
taking
right
the
there.
call
True colors, yeah.
on moving day,
on moving day.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
when you know you can ask them to move you, that's a big deal.
That's true. Yeah, once we get a little bit older and start to like get into our own places and stuff.
Moving day.
Moving days all around, man.
I'll know you, Aaron. What? You need help with Alex? You need help with what? Man, I'm busy that day.
That's when the dudes will break up. It's moving day.
We'll go our solo paths.
Yeah.
The dude.
Yo, man, we had a podcast together. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? That ended a while
It's
ago.
on YouTube. What's YouTube?
Oh, man.
Man, yeah. I mean,
I don't
taking the
know.
call.
I feel like you don't see enough of it anymore. But it's a dying art, but it's starting to rise up. Hopefully,
Because I met so many people who initially are like willing to do anything. People are usually friendly on first encounter.
yeah.
Like maybe it's our age group or something, but like follow through is really something hard to find these days.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not trying to write a resume here or
What are
anything,
you gonna
but I like some reliability in my friends. You
But
know?
actually, we have a lot of our friends that we should kind of deserve credit too. Because you remember when you lost your Pokemon White game,
Right.
Cece stepped up to our friend Cece.
Shout out to Cece. Let me give you this. It was my birthday, so Brian here and our other friend Yaxon got me a gift card to play Pokemon White. Yes, we play games and Pokemon, and it's sick.
It's okay.
It's better than
It's a
okay.
good
That game was amazing.
It's a good game, people.
That game was amazing. Unfortunately, Brian was taking the call for Cece because Cece lives in Florida, so she had to go to the airport on a rainy night right before spring break. So Brian takes the call, and we go out to eat first, and then we're driving to the airport, and then was it when we were driving back or when it was after we dropped her off?
Yeah, I think it was after we dropped her off.
So after we dropped her off, we're driving through the highway through like a rainstorm like no other. It might have been hailing at one point.
Damn, really?
It was pretty bad. And the thing is that I don't mind driving in any weather almost, but the thing is I need to have my car, but we weren't driving my car.
Yeah.
I was borrowing my brother's car.
Right.
And
Another thing, just real quick, that's one thing I also love as much as sleep. My car, that's like my trusty steed right there. That's my
the Landmaster.
that's my horse.
You're right.
So anyway, we're
Reference to
driving.
Ed and Eddie. That's my horse right there.
Rolf.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Alex.
So we're driving back, and we feel something weird with the car, and we have to pull over, but it just so happens the closest place to pull over is a toll booth. So I have my games with me in a case. I go out to help check with the car, and then Brian's out there checking the car, and it was some turbulence with the tire or something. There's something on the tire, or it was mud or something, but it was like messing up with the tire and the driving or like handling. And so we get rid of it. We're ready to drive, and then all of a sudden I noticed that my games aren't there anymore.
Oh shit!
The whole case, from what I can remember, this is the only thing I could think of because I checked everywhere. And just disclaimer, I lose most things. I'm very, very spacing out with my items.
That's an understatement.
It's very big understatement. Like every week,
Yes.
big situations happening.
He trolls himself a lot.
Anyway, apparently when I got out, the case was probably on my lap, and then it fell into the wet
Yeah.
road. So even if I remembered where it was, because I didn't realize that until we were like a mile away, and then we couldn't turn
Well, not
back.
a mile away. It was probably the day after that, because I remember, you.
I thought I lost it that night, but I didn't know it wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You didn't know it was lost until the day after,
Yeah.
so probably.
But that night, so even if we did find it, it was already raining, and I lost 4 games,
Damn.
including Pokemon Heart Gold, which I put probably 200 hours on.
Damn.
Yo.
That was rough. That was some heartbreak, and some legendaries on that too. So
Okay.
That
So
is the
getting
worst.
along to taking the call, Cece, through her crazy connections, went out of her way to re-establish my birthday gift from Brian and find me a new copy of Pokemon White just out of the blue.
Of one of the games, yeah.
No, of the exact game, and I was so blown away because she did it in like 2 days. She got like
That is
shipped and
sick.
everything. She got me the
That
game,
is
and
sick.
I was at a loss for words because who does that?
I know, right?
Cece taking the call,
That's beautiful.
much love
That's
because
beautiful, man.
she really pours her heart out to her friends, and she really does take the call for us.
Nothing makes you feel better than like knowing that someone cares that much. Like
Yeah.
that's legit.
You remember when you were preparing to ask a certain girl out to be your girlfriend, and you were like, "Yo, I feel like I need a bracelet or something."
Oh, you're right.
This is what Erin told me. I was like, "All right, I got you, son."
You're right.
And he called me literally that day. And literally that day, I came over to his house later with a bracelet.
Bracelet. Yep.
I was like, "All right,
That's-
here, take this. You don't need to pay me back. We're all
That's
good."
true. That's where magic started. Yep.
Yeah, man.
And
Oh,
that's
man,
true.
good
And
times.
just a short note on small things like that. Like we've had situations, and I'm sure anyone with a group of friends has situations where you're trying to go out, and people's like, "Oh, I'm broke. I can't do this.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
go out to the
Yo,
movies."
spotting
Spotting someone is a small
So-
thing,
Oh, but it's
that
so
goes so
important. Yeah,
far.
it's so crucial. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yo, I can't even tell you how happy a free meal makes me. Not even gonna lie.
Ladies,
But- and then-
you're getting his topics one podcast at a time.
Learning
Slowly
about
to his
Brian.
Yo,
slowly to his ideal girl.
Once a week.
You're not gonna pick me up by listening through my
By podcast 7,
you never know.
They'll have an image of you
never
without
know.
a picture.
I'm sure we already have our own stereotypes from our fans.
All I'm saying, any girl who's willing to step up and talk to me and just be like, "Yo," and just ask me out on a date, that's beast right there. Like that, much credit to you.
Mad props. Mad props.
Mad props to the brave ladies.
Super
out there.
attractive. No, like I don't mind. Me personally, I don't mind stepping up to a girl and talking to her and whatever. Not that, I already threw out the disclaimer earlier, but I don't mind doing it myself. It's just if a girl does it, it's super awesome.
That's
It's
pretty
really
sick.
cool.
World. It speaks
Pretty
world.
sick.
Anyway, going back to the spotting, I've heard we're all broke, but
Yes.
We're
but looking out,
kids.
we're just some
College
college kids.
Is a synonym for broke.
Don't get this podcast twisted. We're broke. Beyond, I'm in debt.
yes.
JK guys, but yeah.
Yo,
I mean, but and that's another thing to think about. Like that's why we're still friends after what, like 10 years, like because of those small things that
Yeah.
just repeat over and over again.
Right.
Just looking out for each other over and over again. That's what keeps friendships
Right.
together.
It's
good
not
stuff.
just about like just shared interests. You gotta like mesh with the personalities.
Yeah,
and if,
yeah.
like if Erin was a douchebag, I don't think it would happen.
I know, and that's sort of the problem. Like some people, like even like me, find now, like once you leave like your hometown and go to college, it's like sure you'll find people at like a different city like that share interests with you, but it's the hardest part is to find those like deep connections, those like
Right.
people that you can count on. Those people that can sort not replace, but can be the same sort of people that you've had
that
for
can
the
give you
past.
that support system.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Because it's not just about like, oh, look, I'm the same background and I like games too. That's not
that doesn't work like that.
that's so basic. Yeah, it's a good start, but
right.
but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Right, and I was pretty fortunate because I'm go to college approximately a half hour away from my home, but I had to live there on campus for 2 years, so I had the experience of like getting to meet new people, but with the familiarity of home. And luckily, I
Right.
had my dude Brian here and our other friend Yexin, really close friends who I had some familiar group with. But I also got to meet a lot of new people through just being open, being the same person I was in high school, looking out for other people.
True.
Yeah, so I mean, shout out to Erin going hard on his own UVA, making a good group
Man,
of
you
friends.
stealing my word? You stealing my shout-outs?
You made shout-outs?
I did.
Well, sorry. Public apology right here.
No, I
but
will.
I'm going to use it again.
Later on, I will. I'm going to get the DeLorean that we got in podcast 2.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going to go back in time. I'm going to create the worst shout-out.
Yo, you rented that?
we've progressed in our plots to steal our celebrity crushes.
Where was I during this?
I don't know where you was at, man. You was
Hey.
probably writing the script, apparently.
Yeah, apparently you're writing the
Yeah,
script. Okay.
apparently you guys are flipping the script.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I mean, we just wanted to like bring that up because it's important. I mean, it's good to like realize that stuff, you know.
Yeah, like, but seriously, if you want to hear all the like personal stories, well, not really personal stories, but if you want to hear all the stories, give us that feedback, and maybe we'll actually have that
Yeah.
specific story.
Because we do have bigger stories than this, but...
No, it's not that I have bigger stories. Like, I told you the main story, like that one time
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
know about when a girl was crying on the phone or whatever. But
Right.
it's like, all of my stories are just, they're all going to start the same way. It was 4 a.m.
Yep.
The cold stormy night.
And my phone rang with my Anamanagatchi ringtone now that's playing a Scott Pilgrim song. And it's like, yo, somebody's crying on the other end and they need
Yep.
help. And that's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's late and there's a girl crying and she calls me is usually basically how all the
Yeah.
story started.
That's the syntax you need. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, ready? What else we gotta talk about? I mean,
Well, let's talk about one thing I know is a little bit weird, but yes, we're at 4 a.m., people. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but I like sleep, you know? Do you like sleep, Erin?
I guess we have.
guess.
I have a love-hate relationship with sleep.
And I know, Brian, wake up.
We lost.
So Brian likes sleep, and I'm just trying to let you guys know why we do dudes at 4 a.m. and be dudes at 4 a.m.
That's a good point. I mean, we talked about this earlier. How like the idea for a podcast we talked about when we last drove to Charlottesville. I mean, I feel like it sounded catchy. I don't know. It's like
We were trying to find a name,
Yeah.
but like, how many people? We don't want to have an Erin, Brian, Alex show. It's kind of 60s.
and we, I mean, because we stay up like over the summer at least, we stayed up till 4 a.m. anyway. It's like,
on regular
on a
occasions,
regular basis.
and
Yeah. It was like
I
why
don't even know
not?
how I did that.
Why-
Speaking of which, I was up until like 7 yesterday.
Yeah, there you
And I
go.
woke up at like 1 in the afternoon, but like my sleep was really broken, so I only got like 2 hours of sleep when I was sleeping over at my friend's dorm.
Oh,
Yeah, so
And then we rolled up in near UVA, and I haven't slept yet except for like a nap that was like 30 minutes or whatever. So I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep,
but he does have a ranch hand in his stomach, so I'm thinking that's the only reason he's awake right now.
basically.
let's keep him alive for a little bit. We've got
little
what
bit.
another 10, 15 minutes. I think he'll be okay.
We'll see.
But I mean, dudes at 4, it sounds cool. I mean, I guess we could have done like 3 or 2, but like 4 a.m. just sounds more badass, I
Yeah,
guess.
because you already have the late show at 1 a.m., midnight
Yeah, yeah.
shows.
we want to be after everyone. We want to have our own
'cause,
slot.
like, we talked about it, and there were funny things like you can abbreviate it, right? So it'd be DA 4 a.m., right? And then sometimes 4 can be read as A, so it'd be like, damn.
Yeah. True. And then we can watch the sunrise together afterwards. No,
Yo,
no,
no.
still no. Damn.
Listen,
One of these times.
There's a soundbite after 2 episodes. We watch Crazy Stupid Love together. We're not watching a sunrise together. It's not.
one of these days. I swear we're gonna do it. One of these days. It's right there. The sunrise is right there.
Yes, but so is the door. Like,
No,
my
so-
pillow, my
It
couch.
was this bed, right? Or this futon bed that I'm like laying face down in, or I was.
Fine,
Anyway,
man.
well, he's AFK. Reason we do dudes at 4 a.m., there's a certain thing about going into that nighttime, staying up through odds and ends, that if you're young and you stay up, you know it's different.
Yeah.
The way of thinking is different. We're not intoxicated.
Right.
We're not anything. We're on pure friendship
just- yeah.
and hype.
Hey,
And
hey,
hype.
whoa, I ain't a part of that corny nonsense right that you just said. But the thing is, when you stay up late, there is a certain high to it.
Yeah,
Yes.
like what you say is like it becomes more raw and natural. Like I
Right.
mean, you
I'm not.
you speak like what's on your mind, like because it's like late, so you're like not thinking as
Yeah.
hard. So what's in your head comes out. So and the point of the podcast anyway is just to talk about stuff and to be real and Why not do it when we're half awake and when all the real stuff can come out?
And do it our own way.
Yeah.
If it has to happen over Skype, it happens over Skype.
Yep.
Which, any of you guys who watched the second video, yes, we are working on improving the quality because I know it was a little bit rough. We're working on it. Our lab studios, our team's on it.
Stay with us, yes.
Our team's on it.
We've got a team working on it.
Courtesy of the late Steve Jobs, who's no longer our president of my editing crew.
Yeah. No longer runs the show.
No longer the show.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what he wants you to believe.
But yeah, basic origin story of Dudes at 4 a.m. Erin had the longest idea for a podcast. And I was like, it was interesting because I'm watching a bunch of people on YouTube.
Yeah.
They do interesting things like vlogging, but 8-minute bits, it's a lot to cover in 8 minutes. And
Sure.
we try to push the boundaries, making it both available as a YouTube video and as
And
a
a download.
Download so you can take it on the
Yeah.
go.
But that's why I like the idea of a podcast, is because you can people can download and like listen to it while they walk to class or listen to it while they're driving somewhere, like
Right.
or having a background like while you're doing homework or something. That's,
Yeah, but I mean, while we have a YouTube channel, if let's say, let's set the challenge right now, Erin. If we get 50 subscribers,
50, okay.
50? You want to go with 50 subscribers?
That 50 is a
50.
good number. That's a
50.
good milestone, yeah.
If we get
Okay.
50 subscribers.
If we get 50 subscribers, what do you want to do, Erin? Because we talked about singing the acoustic version of Party Rock.
Oh, okay.
We could do that.
We'll do it. Okay.
But
if
I mean, at the
50
same time,
subscribers.
that doesn't really include Alex. So I don't know if we can just do that just yet.
I'll just edit the
interesting,
video. You'll have
interesting.
some crazy light effects.
How about how about 50 subscribers? The next thing we'll make a video, like a full on
We-
recorded, like all image video of something special.
Something special.
Is that what we're putting at 50 subscribers?
50 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We will surprise you
You'll
with a video.
Well, that's not a surprise anymore, but
Are we talking like a skit or like a
like a skit
Well,
it could be a
you'll
full blown
see.
podcast. We'll
It'll
see.
be good. It'll be
Yo,
good.
why are you trying to surprise me? I'm trying.
It's a surprise to everyone.
You'll see. You'll see. Stay with us, audience.
Okay, just know that at 50 subscribers, some form of YouTube video will arrive.
Right.
Whether it's me and Erin singing, well, he'll be singing, I'll be rapping, if you want to call it that. Anyways, some form of video will come out for our fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's why you got to keep telling your friends. Tell your friends. Keep getting the word out about Dudes at 4.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
We very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
And actually, just tell us if you honestly did it, then tell us that you did it, that you told your friends. Then we'll be happy to give you a shout out.
We'll give you a shout out. Yeah.
You know,
Anyone.
Rep us, we rep you. But also, I
That
want to
doesn't even sound good. Like
rep us, we rep you.
Rep.
How is that so bad?
What's wrong with you,
What?
man?
As long
Why
as-
you gotta kill my dreams?
You should have nuts
I'm a peacock, man. You gotta let me fly. But yeah, I wanted to talk about a very odd occurrence here already at UVA. A shout out to 6th grade. Erin's roommate, who lives in the same apartment as he does, is one of my best friends from 6th grade, who I haven't seen since 6th grade.
Yeah.
Tayo. I don't know how it happened, but we were like really good friends 6th grade. I remember it was before I met either of y'all. And I had just moved here like 2 or 3 years ago, so I didn't really know the area. But I met Tayo, and we were like really good friends all year. And then the next year, I didn't see him. I blame either you two.
He moved. I think he moved to Reston or something. I forget what he told me. I think he moved to Reston.
I see.
But yeah, that blew our minds like tonight. Yeah.
That was crazy.
I didn't even know like my own roommate went to my middle school.
No,
for a
yeah,
year.
like it's like, you know, when you the first time you meet somebody, it's like cool, and he seemed like a cool guy.
Yeah, I
whatever,
was like,
right?
this guy's
but
really
like, you
cool.
know, it was just we were just chilling,
He just
and then like he totally just asked Alex if he went to Glasgow or whatever. And I was like, yo, that's such a random question, but why would he know that middle school?
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
that's the middle. All three of our middle
And
schools.
then I
We all
gave
went.
him a very serious look, and I was just like, I know you. He didn't have the hair at the time. I remember him being bald at the time or shaved head. But yeah, it was just such a throwback. Like the one of your best friends from a long time ago. I don't know how we drifted apart, but it was very good to see him. Shout out to Tayo, because apparently he's a listener or he knows about us. Spreading the word.
True. See, that's another thing. Like you know, like things that bring people together. It's funny.
They're
how
the
things
weirdest
work.
things.
It's funny how things work out. It's funny how things
funny
work
how
out.
Things come full circle.
Yep.
You know?
And we were hoping Tayo would come back.
Yes,
come
and
back
he'd
into the room
be a
and,
guest
and
star.
make a guest appearance. But I guess
I
not.
couldn't segue into that story
Yeah.
any more smoothly.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
We're gonna have to.
It's that 4 a.m. initiative.
and soon anyway. So Tyler might not make it in time. It's all good. He'll come. He'll come next episode.
Or yeah, something like that.
I'll get him to troll next
Record a
episode.
sound bit or something.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Just a piece to take away from the episode. Next time you think about helping that friend, go the little bit extra mile. Sometimes not everyone's there to help them out, so support is one of the greatest things
And,
you can have in a friendship.
and what I've heard a lot, recently is like a lot of people in college now, like this is the time where you realize who your true friends are. So take that time, like figure out who's most important in your life, who you want to dedicate your time to, and go that extra mile. Take the call, do make a difference.
For any high schoolers listening out there, changing from high school to college is a big change and
Bigger than I thought.
way bigger than I thought. And you do realize who you can keep in touch with and who's really there for you in the end when you really do need it.
I mean,
Important stuff.
I kind of wish we had spent time in the lab to kind of list the types of friends that you kind of do need throughout life. That would,
Right.
We'll probably say that for another podcast.
Yeah, maybe
We
on
can do
another
that.
podcast.
Yeah,
But I
that
mean,
podcast.
like in the short list right now, I feel like you need the friend that you can talk to anything about. That's one.
Right.
Probably the wingman.
The
I
wingman.
feel like the wingman is
Good to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one friend at least from the opposite sex. You can't have just one.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need
Yes,
other
definitely,
outside
definitely.
opinion.
That's all very important.
Yes.
But yeah, okay. We'll get on.
But
with
we'll
this.
get
Yes. This will be more definitive.
we'll get into more detail.
We'll talk to the guys at the lab. They'll
We'll-
generate us a list.
Yeah.
You mean,
Scour our
you
memories.
mean we'll talk to us?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't want to make it explicit that we're only us three on staff, but okay, fine.
This
fine.
4 a.m. blatantness.
Yeah, yes,
Just saying, like
I'm just trying to keep up the image of the lab, and you. Really,
we're trying to look all official and stuff, but okay.
I already had badges printed out.
trolls.
But anyway, yeah, I
If we're
guess.
trolls, just leave us under alone on our bridges.
Yeah, stay under the bridge. You know.
Just stop prodding us with a stick.
It hurts.
Oh man,
But anyway, let's call it a wrap there, guys.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good
to talk
talk.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's about taking the call and it's about being a friend.
yeah,
Hey man, that's life.
yeah.
That's
So make
life.
sure to download, subscribe, tell your friends. And this has been Dudes at 4 a.m. I'm Alex,
I'm Erin.
Mwah.
That was
that's
Brian.
That's Brian. That's
and
what
we'll
he
see
said.
you guys next week.
Thanks.
Okay, all right. I'll just shut this off.
Yeah.
Oh, snap! I got to save this joint.
Yo, you better save that joint. I'm about to slap you, man.